Addressing claims that the electorate is losing faith in President Barrow, Saihou Mballow argued that public confidence only diminishes when there is a lack of tangible progress, saying confidence in a government reduces only when there is a lack of visible progress, emphasizing the significant stride made in infrastructure and public services. He cited ongoing road construction, the establishment of new health centers, and the construction of a new university and various schools as key achievements. These initiatives, he asserted, have improved the living conditions of citizens and fostered greater freedom of expression.
The essence of having a government is to improve the living condition of people, and that has happened with President Adama Barrow. He is trying to improve the living conditions of Gambians. We have seen that. Not only that, furthermore, right now we can see the freedom of expression that is existing in this country, freedom of the media that is existing in the country, freedom of association that is existing in this country, freedom of association that has been uplifted by President Adama Barrow. So I cannot understand when somebody say lose confidence. You lose confidence on something when there is nothing to show, but not this one.
Addressing allegations of corruption, Saihou Mballow acknowledged its global presence, but insisted that the Barrow administration is actively tackling the issue. He pointed to successful convictions and ongoing trials of individuals implicated in corruption as proof of the government's commitment to accountability, stressing that corruption exists globally.
I tell you, corruption is everywhere throughout the world. Even superpowers, there are corruption. You fight corruption. You cannot eradicate completely corruption. And that's what we are doing. President Adama Barrow is fighting corruption. You can see right now there are some senior officers of the government who are going on trial. That is an effort towards fighting corruption. We have seen somebody who was convicted of corruption in this country. That is an effort to fight corruption. Also, right as I am speaking to you people, so there are some files lying at the table on the table of the Inspector General of Police. They are waiting to be forwarded to the Ministry of Justice for them to review and see whether it works for those people to be prosecuted or not. Listen, this is not a dictatorship. We cannot jump on people because of simple allegation that somebody is corrupt. We have to make sure that we follow due process.
Deputy Speaker Seedy Njie reinforced Mballow's stance, emphasizing that the construction of roads and other infrastructure projects has been funded through local resources. He praised the government's effective resource management, asserting that robust financial discipline systems are in place to ensure transparency and accountability.
The financial discipline and prudence and the macroeconomic policies that President Adama Barrow and his government continues to do so, of course, he established that. That is why, as we speak now, for the first time in the history of the Gambia, we are able to construct roads through 100% local funds, because the president was able to ensure that the resources are judiciously and consciously managed for the betterment of the Gambian people. You know, talking about corruption, but the honest truth is there are no corruption. Of course, it is difficult to fight corruption globally, but the president is incorruptible, and the system we are putting in place is robust and is judicious, and there is financial discipline.
The National People's Party officials' responses come amidst increasing vocal criticism from opposition parties regarding the Barrow administration's performance. However, the government remains resolute in its belief that its achievements speak for themselves and that it is making substantial progress in improving the lives of Gambians. The administration maintains that the tangible developments across the nation are clear indicators of their dedication to progress and accountability. For Star TV News, this is Awasane.